Hey guys, Tom from Lush Dollar here. Today I want to talk about donating plasma and earning money. In some cases, you can earn up to $370 a month. I'm not a health professional by any means, but if you like the idea of donating blood and getting paid for it, it works in a similar way, only that it's more involved since it takes more time. And many know that it's just a pinch more uncomfortable since the blood is sent back to your body. Your results will vary, however. Everyone has their own pain tolerance. In today's video, I want to talk about how much you can make, how you can find a plasma center near you, and if it makes sense for you. Again, you're not going to get rich, but it's just another way to make money in this world. As always, I'm 100% honest. So let's begin. So first, let's talk about how much you can make. And how much you make depends on a few factors, such as where you go, how often you go, and where you live. And from my research and contacting a few plasma centers across the United States, I found that you can make anywhere from $20 to $60 a session. Let's take a look at a picture I took at a local plasma center here. You can see new donors can make $50. So in order to qualify for the new donor fees, the first 5 donations must be completed within 30 days. So if you did the 5 here, that's $250 as long as you're within that 110 to 400 pounds, which most people are. And then if you decide to return to this place, then depending on your weight class and your visit, the first visit can be anywhere from $20 to your second visit up to $44, again dependent on your weight. So here I could go every single week, and since most sessions take about an hour, sometimes longer, depends if you have to register and so forth, expect to make $20 to $40 every time you're there per hour. So let it be known that you cannot donate every day as there are restrictions, but it's not uncommon to take that $40 after your return visits, times it by 4, $160 a month. Again, it can make sense to find a place close by. That way you're not wasting a good chunk of your day donating. And as a bonus tip, what I always recommend is always look for the coupons at many plasma centers. As it sounds, they'll offer a bonus if you bring a coupon in. Sometimes you can find them on the company's webpage. Another thing you're probably wondering, who can do it? Unfortunately, not everyone can donate plasma, but don't worry, most qualify. And depending on the local state laws, most people can qualify as long as you're usually older than 18 years old, you weigh more than 110 pounds, and in many cases, depending on who you use, the center may also have tighter restrictions, obviously, such maybe as no smoking, healthy weight. So for instance, if you had a tattoo within the past 12 months, some may say you have to wait longer than a year before from your tattoo date to go. It's just best to look at restrictions. Most sites do list what's required of you. Generally, if you follow these restrictions here, you're in good health, don't do drugs, have no known health conditions, weigh more than 110 pounds, you're a legal citizen, so forth. Worst case, you can always call your local plasma center and visit the website to get more information. But again, as long as you follow these requirements, as you can see, they're not too crazy, then you should be fine and be eligible to donate. So now the question is, where can I go to donate plasma? And I created a post and listed a bunch of companies. I'll show you some strategies to find some near you because every location varies. But let me talk about the big names first. So number 1 is BioLife Plasma. And this one you can see right here. You can get up to $900 in your first month. You'll have to print the coupon. And this is usually, again, this is for new donors only and at participating locations. Enter your zip code here. This is the industry leader usually in collecting high quality plasma, and they often pay more than $20 per donation. And this company seems to have locations in almost every state. They also have a very in-depth frequently asked question guide, which I recommend you check out on this site. The next one is a website. It's BPL Plasma. And this is another one that often holds promotions, and you can see right on the main page, $600 a month donating your plasma. You'll have to be a first-time donor as well, and what I've read is they'll pay up to $50 per visit for up to 5 visits usually. And even after that, I've read that donors report earning $300 per month on average, and they have locations throughout the entire United States. Let's go to the next one, is CSL Plasma. They have a location in almost every state, and every state has a ton of locations in it. And they're quite popular. I live in Arizona, and they have a lot of locations. That, if you remember at the beginning of this video, I showed you a pricing sheet. This is where it came from. And this one had the highest rate out of them all. You can maybe make more than $1,000 if you're a first-time donor. And remember, you can bounce around to these donor places and become a first-time donor here, at the other place, and so forth. They do claim you make about $400 after you get set into your system. And a cool perk that I did see that no other center offers is they do reward you with points, in which you can then redeem for cool things like merchandise and even cash. And let's go on to another one here. There's Grifols. This one has more than 100 locations. They don't have as many as the other one, but again, you can search on this website. And I linked all these in the description, as well as I created a huge list on lushdollar.com. KED Plasma. Here's another one. This one's not as popular either, but again, Reddit, I've read that they've had a lot of luck here making more than $300 a month, which seems to be about average. And the last one is Vitalant, is another one that has about 125 locations, and you can go on, make appointments here, figure out if you're eligible. All these websites work in the same way, so I highly recommend you go check them out. Of course, all the companies I listed may not be in your area, but I want you to look at other sites as well to see if there's any smaller places that have a good reputation. And to find them, what you're going to want to do is there's three options. Number one is you can go to this donatingplasma.org. Again, I'm going to link to all of it to the description, and you'll just type in your zip code here, and you'll search. So when I type in my zip code, I can scroll down and then see all of the locations near me, as well as if they're accepting donors, if they're certified, and so forth. And then I can visit the site. And what I recommend is if you do see a place, is kind of Google it to see the reviews. And speaking of Google, if you type in plasma donation near me, as seen right here, that's going to bring up the map pack here, and you can view all. And I like this option a lot because I can scroll through and then I can see the review. So usually you do want to kind of steer to those with higher reviews, such as this one. Anything over 4, you're usually pretty good, as long as it has at least 25 reviews. And Google, I usually like the reviews much more than Yelp, but Yelp is a better option than some. So you can type in plasma donation and check it out. And then again, you can see that there's a couple here, and you might have to weed through some results that aren't relevant here. As you can see, you have to scroll down a little bit to get to where we want. Not as many reviews, and American Red Cross, you're not going to be able to make money with this one. So it's an option. You check it out, but I highly recommend doing the Google option or going to donatingplasma.org to find a center if you are interested. And lastly, there's just probably a couple questions you have. How often can you donate? The American Red Cross states that the best practice is to donate every 28 days up to 13 times throughout the year. This isn't the law, it's just recommendations, and many centers do allow you to donate much more frequently, sometimes twice a week. Be prepared to donate about once a week. And do I need to make an appointment? Usually they don't require you, but it doesn't hurt to call ahead because you may have to wait if it's busy. So always call the center or email. And in terms of getting paid, usually they'll pay you with a prepaid credit card. That way when you donate, they can just immediately load the funds onto your card. And another thing, a lot of people ask if it's painful. It's hard to answer because your pain tolerance can be much different than mine. If you donated blood before, about the same in regards to pain to that, which at least to me is minimal, but to you it might be a little different there. So if the thought of needles doesn't scare you and you have a few hours to spare, then there's no reason you can't make about $30 for every visit or so. Much more for your first donor. So attack those centers to take advantage of the first donor discount and go from there. Once you are in the system, you keep going. $200, $300, $400 a month is totally doable as long as you continue to donate. Of course, you need to be in good health. But if it's a way you want to make money to sit back and read a magazine while you wait, it's one to consider. As long as it's nearby, you're going to spend about an hour there and then factor in the time getting there. So if you have ever donated plasma before and you want to add anything that I missed in this video, feel free to comment. That's going to wrap things up. As always, comment, like, subscribe, whatever you want to do. Visit LushDollar.com. I have the many ways to make money and save money. Hundreds of guides there. Also, check out the video archives. I try to add as much as possible. I'll see you guys next time.